All right, we are live. Yay! So welcome everyone. Today is Friday, which means it is our weekly Q&A day, and I'm so excited to have Javi
Hobby.
Velazquez, did I pronounce
hmm
that correctly?
Hobby Lobby.
From yeah, from FormWise again, because there are so many cool things about FormWise. I had to have him back and say, "Oh my gosh, you have to tell us some more tips and tricks and what's coming in the future." So I'm super excited. If you guys have checked out any of my training this week, I've been talking all about FormWise, how you can use it in different ways in your business. So definitely check that out if you missed it. I do before we dive into all of that, I do want to show you guys how to join if you are a member, how you can join us in the Zoom. Let me go ahead and let Miss Frankie in here. So I'm going to share my screen. What you want to do is go to bridgetbartlett.com and you'll see up here, if you go to first, if you go to add-ons, you will see that you can actually create a free trial of FormWise. So if at any point in this conversation you're like, whoa, I got to sign up, go ahead and do that there. And then I'm actually going to give you some bonuses. So make sure to contact me when you're done with that. But what you're going to do if you're a member to get access to our Zoom meeting is you want to go to the login and you're going to click on whether you're a certified partner or a visionary member. And you're going to go into the courses area here and you will see our Zoom support. So you just want to click there. You're going to go to the weekly Q&A because that is on Fridays. And you want to click there and you'll just go right into the Zoom meeting so that you can join us and you can ask any questions that you may have of me, our community, or even hobby. So
hmm
super cool. I love to have experienced business owners on. I feel we have so many members that are in so many different businesses and different strategies and all of that. I love to have someone like Javi on today because he noticed a problem, and I see Sean's hopping in here too. So what's great about that is Javi and Sean both noticed a problem in the market and they set out to solve it. So they have a solution, and that's what we all want to do. We all want to, like, we see problems every day. But if we can be the solution to that problem, that's how you create a great product like they have. So welcome, Javi. I appreciate you joining me. How are
Yeah,
you?
absolutely. I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much for re-inviting me. It was awesome last time. Zoom gave us a little bit of troubles, but I think today we'll have perfect Zoom weather,
Yeah, I
right?
certainly hope so. Zoom has a mind of its own, so we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, so I am excited to hear. I know you said you had some things that you want to share, some updates and all of that. So
Mhm.
definitely let us know the details.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. So yeah, I'm going to give a quick sort of primer on what FormWise is. I'm going to give a quick 3 minute explanation on what FormWise is and what our vision of the future of AI specifically is. So, the people who use FormWise tend to be agency owners, coaches, or even small business owners that want to get basically take back the power of AI and use it for themselves or even for their clients. And we make it extremely easy to create your own AI tool, whether it's for an internal tool, a lead magnet, a custom Jasper.ai like tool that's trained on your brand voice, trained on your products, on your services, on your style, on all that good stuff in just a few seconds. So whenever you log into your FormWise dashboard, you can either start from scratch or you can also choose any of the pre-built tools. We have over 140 AI tool templates that are customizable. I'm about to show you how easy it is to build one. I have a pre-built one here already. Let's jump into the form. So uh, this, for example, let's just say you wanted to build an onboarding form for your website projects. Let's just say you're a website designer, and you want a form that not just collects information, but also takes that information and you run it through your most useful chat GPT prompts. So this here would be a great example. So let's just say this is actually a very poor project onboarding form. It's only asking 3 questions, but let's just say you had your client fill this out. And again, these forms, these tools are embeddable anywhere. They're 100% white labeled, and you can actually treat it as a regular generative tool. So when they submit, it'll show an AI output, or you can just treat it as a regular form and just go ahead and redirect them to the next part of your onboarding process. So I'm going to show you like the front end and then the back end of this tool, and then we're going to test it real quick. So On the left side, we added all of our fields already, just like a regular form. I can add as many fields as I want. I can ask extra questions. I can make the fields required. Again, just like a regular form, I can collect different types of information. You can have an open question, multiple choice, and even have end users upload data, like if they had any ebooks or brand guidelines. And then really the important part is going to be the prompt instructions on the back end because your end user that is interfacing with the tool and filling out the tool is not ever going to see your prompt instructions. This is how you turn that regular form into an actual AI tool for whatever use case it may be. And we'll walk through some of those really useful use cases, the emerging use cases I'm seeing sort of in the agency space. Um, but for this example, again, this is just a regular website project onboarding form. So we have a few steps, and this is called prompt training. We're going to kind of click on the first one and see what's under the hood for what this tool does. So as you can see here, I have instructions on what to do with the data that the form is collecting. I'm telling it to come up with copy for my 3-page funnel. This is going to be for the landing page. Use this info below to generate the copy. And I'm going ahead and hitting the @ symbol, and I can map the data that's being collected on the front end to my prompt. So this is sent to OpenAI, and then OpenAI is going to return a output for this specific step. So I have specific instructions. I have make the call to action, learn more, use persuasive language, and then I'm also able to choose the engine. So that's my first step. And then my second step, I'm also telling it to come up for the copy for the opt-in sales page, mapping in my front end data, telling it to use sales language, use opt-in now call to action, and I'm choosing a different engine for this one. And then my third prompt change step is going to be for my copy for my thank you page. And again, I'm even mapping the second step's copy, so I'm sort of referencing the output from the previous step in this step. So without further ado, let me go ahead and test this out for you guys. I believe I have it. Let me refresh. Oh, looks like it already refreshed. I'm going to go ahead and test this tool out for you guys. Let me just make sure I have display results on. Okay, perfect. So let's just come up with a fake company. What do we do? We offer white label coffee for coffee shop owners. Free samples with your brand. Order a brand box for only for 99, covers shipping. So that's my offer. Okay. So this is going to go ahead and build me the copy for all of for the entire funnel, basically. So this is page one. It's going to go ahead and make the copy because that was the instructions on the first step. And then it's going to make these subsequent steps. So this is just prompt training. Again, there are tons of tools. This is just, I mean, as marketers, like the low-hanging fruit is always like, let's come up with copywriting tools. But you are able to, again, build your own customized tool. If you use ChatGPT, you're basically just operationalizing those conversations in ChatGPT into a tool that your end user can use. Now, whether you give your end user this tool or you're using it internally for fulfillment, or if you sell, like, for example, a lot of people sell a white label version of HighLevel or other software tools, you can embed these so your end users can easily, basically, you're holding their hand and getting the most out of these chat GPT engines. For us at FormWise, we see marketers, we see agency owners, we see coaches, consultants as the conduits between using AI efficiently and people who just are getting left behind. And many of those people getting left behind are small business owners. So you can be that conduit, that authority that builds these unique and powerful AI tools and experiences for your end user. Now, again, this is just a very simple example of, again, a website onboarding tool that maybe your team could use, or even if you're running a workshop on a Zoom like this, where you teach people how to create a website. That would be an interesting workshop because now you don't have to give them a bunch of canned templates. You can actually have everybody pull up your FormWise tool that's embedded on your website and have them go through that experience. So that's the that's the quick demo of the platform. Bridget, I don't know if you want me to answer any questions before I kind of jump into
Bridget, I got
really,
a question. This is
yeah.
Sean. How's it going, Bridget?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for having Javier on the show today. Javier, one of the things, like me and Javier, with our minds work different. He loves showing all the insides and how to build. I'm more about how do you make money on this, right?
Uh-huh.
So Javier, because I'm sure you got high levelers on here, or it's going to be high levelers. Javier, can you just show real quick, like being able to take tools and put them over into a high level account, like you show everybody? Because that's how we kind of got started with all this. Was our first product was, we had several hundred people in the agencies. They came to us for a certain tool, and then it morphed into FormWise, and we wanted to kind of show the ease of that to be able to share it with your own clients.
Yeah, yeah, and that would be like the next sort of feature I'll show is like you have the individual tools that you're able to create, and you can create unlimited individual AI tools. Not all of them have to be prompt chained. You can be just like a single tool where that creates like a resume or creates like the perfect copy. Again, we have hundreds of templates, all sorts of them, poems, worksheets, quizzes, lead magnets, and then you can take those tools and put them in what we call a tool set. So a tool set, I'll show you an example one. And this is actually the one we have embedded inside of our Go High Level because Go High Level allows what's called custom menu links. And whenever you build your tool set, and you can select what tools are going to appear on that tool set. And let me jump into that tool real quick. You just copy the URL here. And then if you guys know high level, then you can go into the agency settings and you can add a custom menu link to your sub accounts, to certain sub accounts. And again, this is available, Bridget, at every FormWise plan. Like even on the 29 plan, you are able to add custom menu links to all your sub accounts on the $29 a month plan. So it's I will say it's almost no excuse for a high level white label SaaS if you are reselling sub accounts, or if you're a coach and you're just giving a sub account to your clients. Like every single high level should have like almost like a customized niche vertical AI suite for their clients. So if you're serving chiropractors, you have one that's just a bunch of chiropractor marketing tools or ops tools. If you're serving a horizontal niche like Lead Dragon is, then you would have a bunch of categories, and inside of the categories, you have all of your tools. And again, what's funny is all the tools we have in our Lead Dragon are just the templates that are in the library. These are all just a bunch of templates in there. And again, you can add more. You can create your own tool from scratch. So if you have a specific email style or an email campaign that you want the tool to build, it can absolutely do that. And you did mention earlier that you guys discovered that you can make the GPT reply in a different language. You absolutely can. That's an emerging space for us actually, globally, because you would think a lot of these big copywriting AI tools would have like another language version, but they don't. So a lot of people are coming to FormWise to build their own copywriting tools in their own language, in their own market, because even in like languages, like we have some users that are from Latin America that speak Spanish a little bit different than Spanish in Spain. And those nuances are extremely important at the marketing level because a consumer that gets Spanish from Spain is going to see that as really campy and very unoriginal compared to a dialect in their area. So they can build these super niche marketing tools that are market specific. And again, that's just one use case right there. So yeah, Sean did want me to share that. So again, anybody's able to create these, and all you have to do is iframe it in your sub account and you're ready to go.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you say created, that's just a link too. If you'll explain that
Yeah.
to them, like from
Yeah.
day one, Bridget, when people get in to, we always tell everybody, don't get overwhelmed with FormWise. Get in there, go pick a tool or tool set, go embed it in your high level or to a website, and then rock on. You can literally monetize from day one.
Yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be totally transparent. When I created my FormWise account, I went in there and I created a tool set with all of the templates, and then I just connected my own domain to it. I don't even know. Like, this is a
Perfect. See,
cool. I'll just that.
that's exactly what we want. Is like, and Javier and Justin and the team have made it even better. I think, what is it, Javier? Within the next week, literally, people are, when they sign up and get in, there's going to be a place. Hey, you have a high level account. Basically, you're going to click a button, pick a tool set, get the link, go embed it, boom. And then you got what he just showed you on our lead dragon. It's that simple. And not only that, we do it as added value. We don't charge anybody extra on our lead dragon to use them, but we do have some people in FormWise that do it as an upgrade. So you could either put it on all your sub accounts, or you could do it one by one and charge them an extra $50 a month for their plan. So it's a great way to continue to get money, right, and add value.
And that is a great point, Sean. That's actually leeway into what I'm about to go into next, which is like selling these things. Because one thing I've come across, Bridget, is people are actually just selling the tool set. Like, especially if it's a super niche one. Like, let's just say you have a AI suite for real estate agents or for loan officers. That is a whole lot more compelling than just a regular generic AI copywriting tool that anybody can go sign up to. If you have, for example, let's just say you have a toolkit of 20 tools for loan officers that helps them write like their referral emails or emails to send to agents, to send to brokers. Like all they have to do is plug in their information and it generates these emails. That's a tool anybody would sign up for 20 bucks a month. Now, 20 bucks a month doesn't sound like a lot of money, but that's really not the point. It's the point of getting them in your value ladder, getting them in your ecosystem, and it being the first step to your broader offer, which could be a SaaS offer, could be a coaching offer, could be marketing services, whatever like sort of service-based business you have, that can be the first step in the door. And we've had a lot of agencies do this very successfully in their niches. And I'll kind of go over that here in just a second. I don't know if you want to go over anything, Bridget, before I kind of jump in that.
No, totally feel free. I will share with you though, like along those lines. So I have a member who is a health coach and they're working with a specific company. And so just mostly out of my own curiosity, I decided to use FormWise and see if I could create these tools specific for this company. So I took all their PDFs, all of their documentation about their specific healthcare diet plan, uploaded it to FormWise, and I created like 4 different tools. Like, how do you like recipe generators for this specific diet plan? Or like, is this vegetable okay on this diet? Like all of, and I just was thinking, oh my gosh, I should start promoting this now because this is so easy and so awesome. But yes, if you choose a niche, you can create these super very specific tools that not only just help you in your own processes, but also help your leads. And when those things get shared around, who doesn't want that? What health coach would not love to have their own like recipe generator to help their clients? I just love it. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it can be an entire tool set that you create for your clients.
yeah.
Um, so they can use, or even again, like you're saying, so their clients can use. So it's like another layer deeper, which again, how much is it going to cost that your client to go hire developers to go build their own AI tool? Probably a lot of money. But if you can deliver this for them, I mean, I think that's a great retention tactic, in my opinion. And I'll walk through some examples here. Don't like to sort of air out existing client stuff, but these templates were inspired by some things I've seen in the FormWise community. So, like we said earlier, you can create tools and tool sets. So, a tool is the individual tool. A tool set is the collection of tools on one page, like this, for your clients to use, but also for your clients' clients. I'm going to show you some examples. So, this is just a template. Let's jump in here. And again, I'm going to give everybody a link to this guide. And this guide, or actually, I'll just give these because I think there's a HighLevel link, and I want to make sure you get credit, Bridget, if anybody signs up for HighLevel. I'll give you this, Bridget, and then you can share it with your community. Um, and basically, these are just templates. So this would be like an example. If let's just say you had like a health coach and you wanted to help them build a quick like lead magnet platform that they could sign up for, this is a great landing page where again you could build a toolkit that has a bunch of tools that builds meal plans, grocery lists, anything niche specific. In this case, this is keto. Um, and then you could just have it be sold as a membership product. Now, the reason you want to sell it as a membership product, and again, these are high-level features, is because you can actually embed the toolkit inside of a membership product. You can actually embed this inside of a lesson plan. So let me see if I can show you. Yeah, so you can actually embed this, and I'll kind of, yeah, let me open this video real quick. you're actually able to, should have had this pulled up. So you're actually able to, again, embed a tool set code inside of a course inside of HighLevel. So this is what it would look like right here. So whenever they get access, they're going to either get access to the individual tool or to all of your tools in one place. So again, that's kind of what that would look like. Again, this is going to kind of show you real quick how easy it is to grab that code. You just copy the code inside of your tool set, and then you go into your membership product, you paste it inside of the lesson, and then very quickly, let me refresh, you are able to go ahead and again give them access to the entire tool set. It's completely gated. They need a login. You could bundle this with an existing course, and now they have access to that platform. So again, this is great if you're a creator and you're selling tools and courses. This is like a no-brainer bundle because they're not just getting the course now, they're actually getting a tool that comes with the course to help them implement what's in the course, whether it's a marketing course, coaching course, or a cooking course. Now they have a actionable tool that they are able to implement what's in the course. And now you don't have to sell that course for a one-time fee. You could sell that for, oh, the course is $97 and it's going to be $9 a month. So you have that continuation, you have that small MRR, but again, it's getting them into your value ladder. And that's kind of how we're seeing FormWise be used a ton in the marketing and coaching space. You're getting them in with, I kind of hate the word bait, but because it's not, you're not being deceptive at all because these are valuable tools, completely valuable tools that they would have to go buy a bunch of prompts and learn how to use ChatGPT and probably pay for chat GPT if they're using GPT-4 anyways. So these are valuable tools and you're controlling that entire AI experience for that end user. You're delivering value because these are tools that are refined and are perfect for whatever problem or industry they're in. So does that sort of make sense, Bridget?
Yeah, I love it. And I totally agree with you. And it's not, we don't have to feel bad about baiting. We're just trying to build the trust and we just need to give something of value so that we can start that relationship. So I totally love it. That's why these tools are so great because it's not like you're just giving a lead magnet, like a lead magnet in the sense like, hey, here's an ebook you're probably never going to read. And then like, that's
Right.
it. You know, they're continuously using this tool because it's valuable. Before you go further, Ray did have a question in the chat. How much training will I be expected to give my clients for them to master their tool set? Is there support available for me and my clients to use?
So there is support available for you. Now, the support that you would give your clients, in my opinion, would be very minimal because these tools, I mean, first of all, the templates are going to be very simple for them to use if you decide to just give them the templates that come with FormWise. But you can build these tools as simple as possible. So, for example, this is a Facebook captions one. All this is I'm just asking, what do you want the topic of your Facebook post caption to be? Right? We could put, let's just put, it's freezing outside. We are closed today. We generate the caption, and the whole point of these tools, because let me just kind of give you a little backstory. In the beginning, before we built FormWise, we actually built a clone of ChatGPT. And we had embedded that clone into our lead dragon. And we have over 1,000 end users with all the staff accounts and the sub accounts. And we noticed that people used the canned tools, like the canned ones where they enter specific like answers in a field versus prompting the chat from the beginning every single time. Why? Because most business owners don't have time to explain and give the chat context on what they want. They want basically a tool where they're going to go and they're just going to type in what exactly they want, and that tool already has those instructions that you've basically created the tool with. All the templates already come with it, but if you want to customize it, you are able to do that. Sean, I don't think we've ever had a support ticket of our users asking,
So, yeah,
hey, how to use a specific tool,
let me
right?
speak on that. Yeah, there's I want people to understand that when you get FormWise, the FormWise is for you. You're creating or you're already just picking the pre-made tools. So the tools itself is what the end client will see. So really all they're doing is just putting the information in like he's doing here and getting an output. So we've never had any type of support question. Now, if you any feedback that you may get, which maybe Bridget has, is they say, well, this is a cool tool. What about a tool that would do this? Which is good. You want feedback. That way you can continue, like Javier was saying, in the beginning when you start, just pick a set of tools. Don't overthink it. Either embed it like Bridget did or put it, iframe it into your HighLevel account. So let people start using them. They're going to love them. Do videos and, get on webinars with them and say, hey, look, we got this new feature, or send them an email, say, we got this new feature, go check it out. It's going to help you. Over time, yes, you'll get feedback from people say, these are cool. Do you have one that will do blah, blah, blah? Say, well, that's a great idea. Let me go see if we can create that. So
And you
you're
can
going to get
create
the feedback.
Yeah.
And we do, that's what's happened to FormWise. We started, Javi, with 4 or 5 tools, and now we got over 140 that are just pre-made and ready to go. So we've got some power users. One guy's got over 400 tools he's made in FormWise.
Yep.
Now, don't get scared about that. You don't have to go make them. Like Javier has got plenty of stuff in there to show you how to make stuff.
Yeah, and we
I'm on the
also
side of
have yeah,
just do it. Just
yeah,
get the tool sets and just rock on with the tool sets, and don't worry about creating. Let your audience tell you what they need.
exactly. So like let's just say real estate agents are like your niche. You can have a ton of real estate agent related tools that you make. We already have a ton of those actually. But let's just say you want more or they want one. Well, I want one that's just going to make copy around Orange County, California, or around San Francisco, or I specialize in selling cabins, and then you just make a cabin specific marketing tool. Like that's so niche. Like they can't go anywhere to get that except through you. And they're gonna love that because again, you can embed this in their portal, you can embed this on your website, you can embed this if you sell HighLevel. Another thing I wanted to kind of demo, and I don't think I ever showed you this feature, Bridget, unless you discovered it on your own. We don't push it that much out there because we kind of want people to understand how to build a tool, look, all the components, which super easy before we kind of tell them to use the AI tool builder. So we do have a feature where AI, our AI, is going to build your AI tool, which is pretty kind of crazy. It kind of makes me think of the Matrix. So this feature here, like let's just say I want to, I want, I want a meal plan planner. I can just describe my AI tool, and the more details, the better. I want a meal plan planner that uses the ingredients in my fridge and my allergies, allergy restrictions, like super niche, right? So our tool will actually build this to like 90%. So this usually takes a few seconds. And what this is going to do is it's going to go ahead and build the front end of the tool, which means the fields you would need to collect, and it goes ahead and also builds the prompt on the back end. So basically, AI is building your AI tool for you. Again, we always say, go polish it up, go, you might need to change the questions to ask it in a different way. But generally speaking, this gets it to about 90% there. Let's actually check this one out. It's about to come up here.
You know what
Yeah,
I
because
love
if you,
about this AI tool, because I've used this, because I can go create my own, but it's going to be very simple. But when I use the AI option, I tell it what to create, and then it creates much bigger version of what I even thought. And so it kind of explodes my brain with like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that I could do that. That's a great idea. So then I continue having this conversation with your AI bot in my head because I'm like, was a great idea. I love that. So I love that while you can create a simple one yourself, if you use the AI tool, it does like it kind of expands your original idea and then you get new ideas of how you can even make that better.
hmm Yeah, yeah. And as you can see here, it got it pretty much on the money. What's your name? I think I just had to change the name. It said it asked username, but I just changed it to what's your name, the fridge ingredients. It even added like a little bit of context for me, allergy restrictions. And if you go to the prompts, let's see what it came up with the prompts. So yeah, it's going to do too. So the first step, it's going to say generate meal options for name who has following ingredients and has to avoid these ingredients due to allergy restrictions. And then the second thing is based on the meal options generated for name, create a detailed meal plan. The meal plan options are as follows. And then this is just calling back step one, basically, like the info from step one. So if we go test this right now, I mean, this is ready to go. I mean, can you imagine building a lead magnet for, let's just say you had a restaurant client or some cooking coach or a personal trainer. The only thing I would change here if this was a lead magnet though is I would add what's called a unique customer identifier, which all it is email or phone. I would say what's your email. So let's actually add that. What's your email? And then I can just drag this up there. I actually don't need to map their email in the prompt because it's not needed. So what's your email? Just make that required. Publish. It's ready to go. I'm actually going to show you as well. We do have a multi-page view. So let me show you what this looks like. So this is if you just wanted your tool to look a little bit more like a quiz, this UI would allow you to do that. And I'm actually gonna let me pull up our website in the background, and I'll show you a lead magnet we have on our on our marketing agency site. So let's just put Joe. Joe's my name, my email. I'm gonna go and put my email. Brand lift. And again, this is the individual tool. So you have individual tools. You can build unlimited individual tools. And then you have the tool sets, which are these. You can build, every plan gets at least one. Pro plan gets 10. Agency plan gets unlimited ones of these. So
Javi,
that is the difference. Yep.
I saw Star has a question, and it's kind of exactly what you just said. She wants to know the difference between unlimited tools and tool sets.
Yes. So unlimited tool sets. So this is considered a tool set. It's just a page where all of your tools are hosted. You can create, again, depending on your plan, on the agency plan, you can create unlimited versions of this page to have categories to only show certain tools. And for example, if you wanted to create like a client specific tool set, that would be the ultimate use case for wanting to have unlimited, because that way you can, each one of your clients is going to have their own version of a tool set that has client specific tools, tools that are trained on their products, pre-prompted with their information. So it's like literally you're delivering on a silver platter the perfect dream AI output each and every time. If you just wanted to sign up for the 29 plan and you wanted one tool set, I would recommend you just make the tools a little bit more generic because everybody's going to be using it. Everybody's going to be using the same exact tool, so you don't want to be too specific on unless you're serving one type of demographic. Let's just say you're only serving real estate agents. Well, then you'd want all your tools to be real estate specific, for example. And then the individual tools. Well, this is an example of an individual tools. Every plan, you are able to create unlimited individual tools. Does that answer your question? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, she said thank you.
Thank you, Star. Okay, awesome. So yeah, let's finish here. And guys, I apologize about this. This should just say back. I have my debugger mode on and I forgot to turn it off. But yeah, so just ignore that.
They're used to live and doing all of these things, so,
tomatoes.
Be careful here, Javier, because I know what's in your refrigerator. So
soda. No,
it ain't all this good stuff.
I'm literally coming up with just random stuff: bread, sushi, vinegar. Okay, and then I'm gonna go next. Let's see, I can't eat dairy. And it's gonna submit. So the first thing, it's gonna go ahead and come out with it's gonna come out with some meal options, and then it's gonna make a meal plan based on these meal options. So and again, guys, these are so easy to monetize. Like these are very easy to monetize. I mean, whether you're monetizing for your client to serve their clients, or if you are that end client that you just want to go ahead and create all these micro offers, these micro SaaS offers, because again, whether it's a meal plan or a marketing plan or a business plan, we have people selling business plan using FormWise. You can build your own consultant tool. Really in minutes, there's no code involved, just copy paste, and the prompt instructions, it's natural language instructions. You're literally giving the prompt asking it and telling it to do exactly what you want it to do. So yeah, so here's a meal option based on my ingredients, and then here is my meal plan. And again, this is based on also my allergy my allergy preferences, which I can actually eat dairy. That so I just lied there. Um, so yeah, so again, this is a great example of a lead magnet. So speaking of lead magnets, so this is our marketing agency site. If you scroll down, we have something called a digital strategy generator. Same thing. Somebody comes here and fills this out, and they get a free digital strategy on our website instead of giving them a boring ebook or hey, watch this video or download this or whatever. This is personalized and it's dynamic, and they get it on the spot. I don't need to email it to them. Now, speaking of emailing though, how are we going to follow up on them? Well, that's a great question. Let's just say this meal planner, we have this on our cooking website or whatever. I can webhook this into Zapier and I can send this to a Google Doc. I can send it to an application, to Monday.com, Asana. If you use Go HighLevel, you can webhook this into a workflow and create a contact from that email and actually email and store the AI output, which in this case was a meal plan and meal plan recipes, into a custom field for that contact and then email it to them or text it to them or start a AI bot like ZappyChat that can read custom fields and then start talking about the results of the meal plan. So talk about like a really end-to-end AI experience there. Like they just filled something out, they got this customized output, and then they have a bot text them about the meals. Hey, what'd you think about the meals? Blah 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 blah. Right. So that's again, that's like the future of marketing in my opinion, is having these dynamic experiences. Lead magnets are always going to be a thing because again, not everybody is solution aware, but maybe they're problem aware, and that lead magnet has to maybe try to fix that problem that they're researching, which maybe they're researching things that aren't going to maybe make them have what's that called? I've it just escaped my mind. Maybe they're researching like a type of meal plan that isn't gonna make them have gas or be bloated or whatever, and you have a meal plan generator that avoids meals that does that. So that's super niche.
Yeah.
And again, you're able to go down that niche in every way.
Bobby, go to the marketing page one more time. I wanted to add something to that too. Like,
Marketing over here.
yeah, right there. So right here, when you're putting this together on the back end of your FormWise, not only are you going to give them the strategy, but you're going to craft it to where it gives them the game plan that talks about your white label or your marketing agency. So we're giving them like the game plans, like here's what you should do based off of what you just gave us, da da da. But you can sprinkle in there, you need to use, our white label system, or you need to do this or that. So you can craft these in the way that don't feel like anybody can come on here every day and do this. Sure they can, but that's the whole purpose. You want to keep coming back to your website. But if you craft the output to be where it talks about working with you, then that's where the money's at. And that even if you don't, I don't even know if we've got an email, if we ask for email on the end of this, but either way, there it is. Yeah, we do. Cool.
Yep.
And this is the one that comes to me. Like if you fill this out, this is going to come to me. Now I'm going to have some good information on this person, and I can then try to get into a conversation with them if I choose to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
And
even in like a chart form.
yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. All you have to do is tell the prompt instructions, please reply in table format, and it'll actually reply in table format.
I love that.
So, I mean, this is great. Like, if you have again personal trainer coaches, you can have like a whole workout plan generated. Again, that's dynamic with the stuff that I entered. And soon I'll talk a little bit about our future features, which is like function calling, having this connected to the internet, tapping into different APIs. Lots of exciting things are coming, where even somebody will be able to input like their website, and you'll be able to deliver something very specific about their business. Again, if you are in the marketing space. So yeah, I think we have a question. So do you want to take questions, Bridget? Or I have a few more things I want to talk about, but I want to be mindful of the time as well and make
Yeah,
sure
right
we
ahead.
end.
We'll take them at the end. That's fine.
About an hour on Fridays, so we got about 20 minutes, but it's
Okay.
it's up to you. If you feel sometimes questions in the middle get a little make you lose your your train of thought. So it's up to you if you want to wait until you're finished or if you want to go ahead, it's up to you.
So I'm for sure going to give this to you, Bridget, and then you can customize it, add your specific links.
Okay.
So you can give it to your community. Let me just kind of go through this real quick.
Mhm.
So here's just some more examples. I'm open these two. Come on, Google. Close out of this. Close out of this. Okay, so here's another template that you guys will get if you use HighLevel. This is another offer I've seen a lot of agencies do, which is actually Matt Decino's the one that came up with this one, and I heard it from somebody, and I didn't believe it till I saw it myself. And he was teaching people basically build a niche specific toolkit, 27 AI tools for XYZ industry for only $27. And what they do is they just get access to a membership product or even a sub account with everything turned off. And again, it's just the first step in the value ladder. This here would be an example of what that landing page would look like. And again, obviously you would put that niche's name in front of all these. So let's just say your niche was marriage coaches. This would be 27 marriage coach AI tool. Super niche. And the cool thing about this space, guys, is that you could literally be pioneering the first global collection of niche AI tools for your niche specifically. And if you are on the agency plan, you can have different niches. You don't just have to do one because you get unlimited tool sets. On the pro plan, you get 10 different tool sets. So whether it's a client specific one or one that you're going to be sharing with a lot of people of one sector, you're able to do that. And then the other one I'll share is very similar to the keto plan one I had. And this is more if you were doing like a coaching business AI copywriting tool. And again, all you have to do is just screenshot your toolkit and just add those screenshots here. I recommend doing a quick Loom explaining your tools and how to use them. Again, guys, I had my dad build a tool. My dad is very non-technical. I had to convince him for years to finally get an iPhone. So I know if my dad can do it, I know all of you that serve clients, that serve businesses, that do marketing, that are consultants, you guys can absolutely build a AI tool with FormWise. In my opinion, it is the world's easiest way to create an AI tool in to be honest, under 5 minutes. As long as it takes you to sign up, because all you have to do is load in the tool. And if you don't want to edit the templates, you've just made your first AI tool in like 5 minutes. So yeah, I'll share this entire guide with Bridget, and she'll get it over to you guys. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start taking questions. I want to make sure.
Yeah, and one last thing I want to jump
Yep.
in there is that, and don't even worry if you're not ready to try to create your own AI tools. There's 140 in there to click from and start monetizing today. Bridget, one of the things that I shared with Javier this past week, that's kind of our motto for this coming year, is go dig your pond and go fish out of it. So these tools is a way to create your own pond or lake or ocean, if you want to do that, and then fish out of your own pond. That's what we're doing. It's a new way to look at building your list. But you're at least in this pond, they get to swim around, they get to eat, and they get to have some cool stuff. And then you can fish for the bigger ones and take out those bigger fish for the higher tickets.
Yes, and I did. And we did get a question earlier about the support. So we have a lot of support. We have office hours every week. We have a support ticketing, traditional support ticketing. We have a giant knowledge base full of Loom videos. You can even ask our knowledge base, like, stuff about like a tool set or how do I edit this? And we actually have a chat function that'll actually scan our entire knowledge base and give you the most perfect answer. So we actually use AI. Of course, everybody has to use AI. And I think FormWise is the easiest way to AIify your business and also AIify your client's business as well. That's like our mission, putting the power of AI back into the hands of non-technical people. That way you're fully in control and you have that relationship with your client. We see it almost act into when the first website builders came out. A lot of people said, "Oh, all the Wix and all these website builders are going to replace web designers." Well, no, not really, because the end user, the small business owner, the customer still needs that expert, that authority that is going to manage their website and that is going to make their website do what they want it to do. They can only take it so far. AI is going to be the same way, in my opinion. There needs to be that sort of conduit type of relationship where the agency, the coach, the consultant is the one implementing these AI experiences for their clients. So yeah, you want me to take, I think Ray had that question. Want to make sure, I think Maria has a question too.
It looks like, yeah, so I think Ray's hand was up first. Ray, if you want to
Just real
unmute.
quick. Did I get it right that you could put all this in your English language and then output it to a foreign language?
Yeah, so you would just so the UI, like, and when I mean UI, like the question, this can be, you ask this in any language, and then the prompt on the back end, you could have it to reply in the user's input language. That's like, for example, if I enter this, like, even though these questions are in English and I input it in Spanish, if I had that instruction on my prompt on the back end, it would reply in Spanish. You could also change just, this to Spanish, and that's just as easy as, writing that question in Spanish, and they would input it in Spanish, and then you'd have the entire prompt in Spanish if you want. So there's ways to do it depending if your end user knows how to read English, but they're more comfortable entering in Spanish, then just have the prompt instruction on the back end say respond in the user's input language, or you could build the entire tool in Spanish or Arabic or Chinese or Norwegian or Swedish. We've had them literally all those languages, like tools have been built in those languages on FormWise.
Secondly, just kind of a minor question. You were doing the keto diet and everything. What if your refrigerator had international foods and couscous and all of these things that I don't eat, but what if I had that in my refrigerator? It would pretty well handle it. Is it capable of handling just about any realm of international foods?
I would say GPT-4 would likely handle it. It's trained on over 1 trillion parameters on the internet. It's been fed much of the internet's information. So if those foods have had some type of digital visibility in the past decade, I would assume GPT has some type of context in it. Now, our more advanced features are adding data sources to the tools. So if you wanted to like have like a CSV file or a PDF of all the foods that you wanted the tool to also reference and train and know about, you are able to add those PDFs. That is like, it's not a super advanced feature. It's very easy. Again, no code involved. You just drag and drop your PDFs, but you are able to enhance your tools with third-party data with a CSV file, PDFs, and text files. So again, that way you can build a more robust tool that not only is tapping into the GPT engine's information, but also that third-party data. Does that answer your question? Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. An extension of that, the basic input to your tools are Chat GPT 3.5 and 4.
Yes, so we have 3 engines right now. 3.5, which is the base engine that ChatGPT has, like the free version.
Right.
We have GPT 3.5 16K, which is a longer context model that's great for building like SEO tools, blog tools. I mean, we have authors building tools to like write books and edit books, and those just spit out like 3,000 words at once, which are huge. And then we have GPT-4, which is the most robust, the most powerful GPT engine available. And as more engines become available publicly, we will be adding all the new engines.
Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate
it. Absolutely.
I think Maria's hand was up next.
Hi, Javi. Thank you for all that great information. It was a lot. Some of it is over my head, but I have a couple of questions. First, this is a simple question just to understand more clearly. Is this AI tool like a bot? Is that what we're doing? I'm not sure.
That's a good question. So we're actually not a bot. We're a static AI tool. The reason we're not a bot is because you can't chat back and forth, although that is a feature that's been highly requested where you can chat back and forth with the results. That's something we're still exploring because we really don't want to go down the bot space. We feel like that's a super saturated space, but maybe we could have like and maybe Bridget could give us feedback, like a bot mode, chat mode on or off per tool, and they can chat about the results. We would just have to make it easier for our end users to establish those parameters, only talk about meal plans or something like that, so it doesn't get abused. The other thing is, and I think Bridget would like this feature, is where we can rate limit, where you can make your tools only be able to be used X so many times per month or per week or something like that, or per a specific period. But no, yeah, we're not a bot. It just spits out one thing at a time. If they want to use a tool again, they'll hit start over. It'll say start over there on mine. It doesn't, but like, and then they'll be able to use the tool again. Again, We have tested both for end users, like a completely exact clone of ChatGPT, and we've also tested like a toolkit. End users will use a toolkit 9 times out of 10. And the one time they don't use it is because they're trying out the chat for the first time and they're like, I don't want to chat with this thing again. I want to just go straight to the tool that's going to spit out a specific blog article that I need. And again, you're delivering that. I mean, I actually use our internal toolkit. I'm actually going to share our internal toolkit real quick that we use for our company more than ChatGPT. I mean, I still use ChatGPT. It's a great platform, like just for things on the fly. But I use this one because I've already operationalized the things I'm going to ask ChatGPT over and over. So I have client-specific tools, like because we work with a lot of franchises. So these are already pre-prompted to make the ultimate email campaigns that are trained on their brand voice, on their offer. All I have to go in here is just put in like what's the theme of the email and what's the call to action, and it's going to go ahead and generate the emails I need for that client. I have my SOP tool, so I have a discovery call intake form where we would put the notes of a discovery call, and it creates a proposal for me. I have a personal email replier that's going to reply back to the email. Sometimes I'm really lazy and I don't want to reply to the email. I just want to paste what they put and briefly read it and just say, tell them we can't do it right now, or we can only do it for this much. And then it's going to write the perfect email in my voice, copy paste it, and I can clear my inbox quicker. Again, these are quality of life tools. I have a lot of quality of life tools. I have fulfillment tools here for like specific projects. This is actually used more by my team. I don't want to tell our team of VAs or our fulfillment team, hey, go to ChatGPT and figure it out. No, here's what you do. Go use this tool and it's going to spit out the copy for the snapshot we're creating, the website we're creating, the funnel we're creating, whatever it may be. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Let me know if that's sort of clear.
Yeah, I got that now. Now I have another question about, I'm an affiliate marketer, and when you talk about having one tool set plan under one of your plans, does that mean that, and I think I heard you correctly, in like an affiliate marketer, I have many different things I do under that umbrella. Would one tool set plan work for me, or would I have to have another plan so I can have multiple tool sets?
Yeah, so if you're going to use one tool set for you personally,
Yeah.
yeah, you would just have one tool set, and that's the one you would use internally. If you wanted to have one for yourself and for your clients, you would probably need the pro plan because you can get up to 10 different tool sets. Now, you could sort of skirt around that, and you could have because remember, you can build unlimited individual tools, and you just have links to your individual tools in some type of bookmark like this, and then give the tool set to your clients on the creator plan. So you could do that if you wanted to just sort of keep it all in one tool set, basically.
Okay, kind of got that. And one last question is that some people that are affiliates and I'm involved with them, they don't have HighLevel. Can this be put on a different website? These are embedded.
Yeah. So I think we talked about that here a little bit. 60% of our users use HighLevel and sell HighLevel features, but we have people embedding these things in Upcoach, Kajabi, ClickFunnels, WordPress. I'll actually share a gating guide with Bridget. Maybe she can share it with you. I do have, I think we talked about it here a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so you are able to gate these again in Squarespace, Wix. Again, we don't provide that gating environment because again, these things are embedded in so many places, but you are able to gate this on other platforms.
And we did that in several places. Like we've got a website called videoscripts.ai. It's a perfect example of gating it on a WordPress site. You just have a tool set that you think's relevant to your domain name, and then just gate it like this one we have here. It's perfect. And I think we even have at the bottom, we have an example of the tool that they can try out right there on the screen if it loads up. And then, you just charge and just like Bridget was saying earlier, just trying to get them in. You can charge $9 a month. You can charge $99 a month, depending on your affiliates and what you're actually offering. But gating it through a website like that think is huge.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. And, we always say, again, it's not the end all be all, like getting people to pay to use it. The most successful people I've seen it are using it as part of their value ladder. Again, it's either the bait or the front end. And then their core, like profitable offer is going to be like a full service GHL for 297, or a coaching package or marketing services that you can charge, 10 times more. But this is how you get them in. And it's something we're studying too from an SEO perspective. We have a full-time SEO person on our team, and I'm having them do keyword research for niche niche AI tool. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to rank for a ton of niche AI tool keywords that nobody's trying to rank for. And there's 400 or 500 searches a month for. A lot of those could just sign up for your tool or opt in or purchase your tool, and they'll find you organically on Google. So that's something cool, Bridget. I actually found out like 2 weeks ago. Um, Everybody wants an AI tool for their XYZ job title, XYZ um, specific industry.
Mhm.
And again, that's all possible to actually deliver.
Thank you.
For an affiliate marketer, it's a gold mine opportunity, because here's how you position that, right? Sign up for this. I'm going to give you my free AI tools that's going to help you with whatever that is, right? So if you're like a HighLevel affiliate, create these high-level tools that are specific for high-level agencies that's going to help them be successful. So what's great about providing that as a bonus is not only you helping them, you're actually helping them with something that's going to help them stick with HighLevel. So you're earning more money, but also now you have something of value to provide for them. So if they're hunting around, we all people affiliate shop. So if they're hunting all over the internet for the best bonus, you have a great resource that you're giving them. So as an affiliate marketer, it's awesome.
Yep. No, yeah, yeah. And yeah, I mean, like there's just so many use cases. I think Sean's right though. If you use HighLevel, the low-hanging fruit is just, I mean, iframing a tool set for your clients. Again, it's going to create that retention tactic. It's also a downsell. Like if they ever want to cancel, be like, hey, for only $20 a month, we'll let you keep the sub account, but you'll just be able to use the AI tool. That way you don't lose your stuff if you decide to come back or whatever. Especially if it's industry specific, there'll be usage, and then at least you'll retain them in some way, shape, or form. Then later that revenue could be recovered in some way, shape, or form.
I see Charles has his hand up too.
Thank
Charles?
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I love what I saw thus far, and I've really been excited about FormWise, especially since the first time that you were on. When you were talking about internal versus external use, and you kind of went into a piece where you talked about like an internal use where you're using it for discovery call. One of my thought processes, and I might have completely missed it because you did talk about webhooks, but it seemed like you were talking about webhooking the information out. Is there a way to webhook the information in for an internal use case scenario? Does that make sense?
Yes, and you're talking about like our API. So I rarely go over this in the demo, but we do have our own API. So let's just say you wanted to, let me jump to that section. Let's just say you wanted to collect the information on a Google Forms type form or a Go HighLevel form. You would basically build a form on Go HighLevel, and then you would also build a form on FormWise. And then basically, whenever a GHL form gets filled out, you would send a webhook, which is possible through a workflow, to our API. We would run all that information through your prompt chain or through your single prompt or prompt chain, whatever it may be. And then you can webhook it back out into a workflow again, or Zapier or a Google Doc or whatever you want it to do. So yes, if you wanted to send the data into us and you have this sophisticated prompt chain that does like 20 things, 100 things, I've seen people have like 90 steps in their prompt chain. You'd absolutely be able to do that. So yes, we have a lot of more of our power advanced users taking advantage of our API, and that's definitely possible. That way, instead of sending it to a Zap that pings OpenAI, doesn't have a memory key, isn't scalable, is more expensive, requires a premium Zapier subscription, like you, I mean, just send it to FormWise, and it comes with every plan, basically.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the
no.
responses are stored in one place. I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
That was it. Go ahead,
Okay.
Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star had a question too.
Thank you so much for facilitating this, Bridget. I wanted to ask about the 1,500 live AI responses on the creator plan. Does that mean that that's just the amount maximum that it'll spit out? So if I have a user that goes in and does 1,000, that uses it or asks 1,000 prompt questions,
Mhm.
they're using 1,000 of my 1,500. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes. On the creator plan, we actually don't require a open AI key. We will give you 1,500 live AI response credits. You don't get GPT-4 or the 16K engines, or the prompt chain, but you get everything else. Yes. So if a user uses it like 1,000 times, like as like a single tool, they hit submit 1,000 times, that would be 1,000 live AI responses. However, you can preview your tool and this is more internally, like whenever you're crafting your tool you have unlimited preview responses. So we don't charge you for that. That actually gets eaten out of our account. So you're good for that if you need to test it before it's ready.
And
But
then on the $99 plan, that GPT would be connected to ours or yours or the client's.
it would be connected to your OpenAI API key. However, at the toolset level, you can put in a different OpenAI API key. So if you have 10 tool sets, 9 of them are running on your OpenAI API key, but then you want a tool set that you created specifically for a customer or a client to run on a different API key, you are able to do that. Just have them go create their own OpenAI account and get that API key, and you can just paste it into the tool set. Let me see if I can show you real
Yeah, and just
quick.
remember too, let me add to that that the fees on the OpenAI are so minimal that it's not even it's unless someone was sitting at the computer running those tools all day every day, you should never have to worry. Like with all the amount of stuff that we have in our accounts, I think we might pay $30-$40 a month, but that's just because we've literally got hundreds and hundreds of accounts and people
Yeah,
using all across the
I think our
board.
bill was like $64, and we have 1,000 end users using tools, whether it's a lead magnet or an internal tool or sub accounts and their staff accounts. So, and that's super cheap. And we're making, not to boast, we're making way more money than that, way more than
Yes.
$64, or I wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't have a job. So for sure, for sure. But yeah, if you are concerned about that, you are able to put in a custom API key at the toolkit level. The other thing I was going to mention before it escapes me is had it open, I think. Actually, I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, you are able to put in. Yeah.
I did want to say that you can also just click a button and then they can add their own OpenAI to like the tool set if you wanted to embed it into your high-level agency and you wanted to say
Right.
like, yeah, I want everybody to have access, but I want them to add their own OpenAI. You can do that as well. And I also did want to add of all, like I push these tools like crazy. I use this all the time and I've never paid more than $2 a month for
There you go.
it's
Exhibit
great.
A.
It is infinitely less expensive than a chatbot. Every time a chatbot you chat back and forth, you reply, a reply comes back, you reply, a reply comes. That's an API call. A
And a
FormWise
text
tool,
fee.
a FormWise tool, you're fine tuning what they're inputting and you're running it through the perfect prompt because it's fine tuned because you set the prompt instructions yourself and you're getting the ideal response that would have took them whatever, 10 back and forths to get it. And then they're not happy. I'm going to ask it again. No, I don't like it again. I'm going to ask it again. And the responses aren't stored. Bridget is talking about the agency plan. On the agency plan, we do have a native high-level integration if you wanted to import your sub accounts, and you can control them all through your FormWise account and then select which sub account gets what tool set. Do you want that sub account to enter their own OpenAI API key? Each sub account is also going to get their own sub account usage history. So it's a little bit more advanced than just copying and pasting the tool set. But every plan, you are able to add a tool set to unlimited high level sub accounts. You do get a little bit more control on the agency plan for sure. Yep. Yeah. And that's actually a point that just came to me. It is it's John, it is way cheaper than a back and forth bot. So
Oh yeah, miles.
Yeah, because you're paying for the open AI key and you're paying for text in a lot of cases.
Oh,
You're getting
yeah.
double
Yeah.
back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any other questions in the chat. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, Star did say, do you have any graphic tools?
Yes, that is coming on our roadmap. We don't have an ETA yet, but everybody's been asking for image engines. We believe, like our professional opinion, image engines aren't there yet, like as far as quality, but we're super close. As these API costs come down for image engines, because the API calls are like 5 cents each, and you have to pay it whether the image is good or not. We're kind of waiting for that to improve a little bit, for pricing to improve and for the models to improve, before we kind of implement that further. Because you know, you know, prompting instructions for text is easy enough. The images is a little bit more complicated. So we're just kind of waiting for that to refine a little bit.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. I agree with you about the image creation. Like, as good as it possibly is, we still have those funky images, like where the hands look weird and all that stuff.
Yep.
I don't often use those, but I totally agree with you. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. I really appreciate it. I love having you guys on here. You always have some golden nuggets, and I'm sure everybody's brains are exploding with different ways they can incorporate some AI tools into their business and for lead gen. So super exciting. If you guys want, I am going to put in the chat here, I'm going to put in that playlist for FormWise, because a lot of these things I actually show in detail in the plays. I'm going to put this in the chat here so you guys can check that out if you missed the training this week. And also, I do want to spin the wheel. If you guys are watching, you want to create a FormWise account, you could go to myvisionagency.com/FormWise to create your account. And I'm going to call off the names, and I want to make sure that I have everyone. Sean and Javier, you guys are welcome to stay, or welcome to hop out. We're just going to spin the wheel and see who won a private consultation with me this week. And then we're going to have an awesome weekend. So
Awesome.
thank you all so much. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Bridget.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to call out names. Let me know if I did not call your name. If you're watching and you're like, my name's not in there, you do have to be in the Zoom meeting to get your name in the drawing. So I have Maria, Charles, Star, Ray, Renal, Christy, Frankie, Janai, and Tina. Did I miss anyone? No? Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, so y'all can see my screen. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. It's Star. I thought Ray was going to win again. It's Star.
Thank you.
Hey, so Star, you can either have 2 reseller licenses, or you can have a free 30-minute private consultation with me. Which do you prefer?
I'll try the resellers licenses. Thank you.
Alrighty, I will send you an email when we're done here. Did you guys have any questions for me before we go for the weekend? No?
Mind is blown.
I know, right? I know. What I love about FormWise is it's like, it's so simple to create. The hardest part is really coming up with the ideas. And then what I love is once you have the idea, it's super easy to implement. And so it's not like all these, like, I know you guys are probably like me. A lot of times you look at ChatGPT and you're like, I don't even know where to start. Like, what do I even tell it right now? But that's what I love about these tools is when you get in that position, you can either create your own tool because you're doing the same thing over and over again, or you can just use the prompt that's already created and just get what you need done, because the whole point is to save us time. So if we're using ChatGPT and we're having to train it and ask a million times to get the result we want, it's not really helping us that much. So I'm really excited about FormWise. I love it. I'm sure more training is coming in the future. You have something else, right?
Yeah, I'm interested in this, and I want to know about, if I get it through BridgetBartlett.com, you will get an affiliate.
Yep, I earn a commission.
All right, and does that include the free trial first, or do I lose the free trial just by signing up directly through you?
No, you get a free trial. Everything you get through them, you get with my link too.
And how long is a free trial? Not that it matters.
I'm
Never
not-
mind. I'll find out.
Okay, I think
That's okay.
it might be 7 days. I'm not quite sure.
That's fine.
Marie, you had a question?
Yeah, real quick, that tool you mentioned a while back ago that I forgot that you could train to know about your business. What was that? It wasn't ChatGPT. What was it called?
FormWise.
It was FormWise. Okay, there you go. I couldn't even remember.
Yeah. Yeah. What's cool about FormWise is we didn't really go over it too much today, but you can just create like a PDF of like everything about whatever it is that you want to tell it about. Like it could be your business, it could be an affiliate opportunity, whatever you want to do. Like I was giving the example of like the health coach and the diet plan and all the PDFs that come with it. You could literally just upload that and then you can build all of these tools based on that information that it now knows about that specific like diet plan. It's really, really crazy. Of course, you could do that with your own business or HighLevel or any other affiliate opportunity or whatever you wanted to do. So super cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have an awesome weekend and I will see you Monday, same time, same place. Go make your vision a